We are in Leroy, Illinois right now. We're stopping by the Loves here to top a few tanks off and to wash our windshield up. On today's adventure with Trucking with Schmidt, we are going to make a delivery to Greenfield, Indiana, where we're going to drop this trailer off. We're going to pick up an empty trailer, and then we're going to head for Huntingburg, Indiana to grab our reload. If all goes right, we should have a very successful day, and when we park tonight, be very, very happy. If all goes wrong, we'll be sitting for a little bit, which you would call trucking in the world today, right? Weather today is 92 degrees. Our humidity is sitting right there around 72%, so we're getting a little bit of a break from the humidity part of things. The trip so far, where we began our trip right at the beginning of Illinois there at the scale house, if you didn't catch yesterday's video, is where we started. We did end up getting quite a bit of rain there. Last night it rained and it rained and it rained and it rained. I think they needed it. Let's keep going, bud. Come on, Ope. Unlike yesterday, I don't think we're on private property, but I do feel we are trespassing in a bird's territory. I'm guessing all these birds must have a baby rolling around here on the ground somewhere, because they're starting to dive bomb Opie and they are going crazy. I'm gonna hide under here, Dad. They can't get me as long as I'm underneath this little tree. I don't know, Opie. They were pretty aggressive back there. You and birds just don't get along too good. But these birds are smaller. These aren't the Canadian ones. I can take them. And these are faster than the Canadians, though. I really think you should probably just heed the warning and we should move on. Just rain, big dog. You'll be okay. I promise. Well, we've made it out here to Greenfield, Indiana. We had to pull over right before we got into the gates there. Well, I wanted to let Opie out, run him around a little bit, and we decided to do some spring cleaning while he was trying to calm down a little bit. The dog is trained in all kinds of security measures. He's trained to go vicious at the call of a word. He's trained to protect us, protect the family. He's not a nice cuddly puppy. You throw in a severe thunderstorm, and Opie there, he definitely turns into a puppy. It's kind of moist out. We're going to let the rain die down a little bit before we go check out of this place. No reason for the girls to get soaking wet when it's just a blow-by storm. What do you guys think of that fancy dancy vest? Yes, it's not going to fasten in the middle, but it does not need to fasten in the middle. I don't wear it all the time. I got that from one of you guys, from one of you subscribers. And I really wish I could sit here and give you a big thank you. Well, I still can. Thank you very much for the vest. The package was a little damaged and I could not catch a return address on there. I want to say it was Burlington, Iowa, but don't quote me on it. So if you're watching this video, thank you very much for the snazzy vest. It even has pockets. If I was going to wear it all the time, every day, I could have pockets. But no, I only wear them when I'm inside places where it's required. I figured as long as I can run away from another truck fast enough, maybe he won't hit me. Run. Me run. That'd be hilarious to see me run. I wasn't even running when it was raining. This is pretty much how each meal is prepared. Every once in a while when I come back to the sleeper, Opie here will actually go to the other side of the bedroom, his bed, and just chill out there. If you're wondering, I'm putting more cream cheese on these. I only put a little bit on there on the camera, but I figured that's not enough. I need more. But he will go over to the other side of the bed and hang out there. But then there's those times where I have to sit on him to make my food. And that's what we're currently doing, is sitting on his paws. Don't believe me? Like I said, we have to sit on his paws because he thinks he needs to be right beside me. We tried something a little different on our way here. We're not to our location yet. We're not to Huntingburg yet, to where we're going to get reloaded. We're stopped right on the off-ramp right before Highway 231. But I left the back light on back here while we were in that last storm, and it helped him quite a bit. We're coming into yet another storm, and this one looks kind of brutal. The other ones were just rain, and this one looks kind of a pretty good light show, and we're about to dip off onto some 2 lanes, so I figured now's the best time just to stop and have a little snack. Impressive light show, isn't it? I don't know if we're going to run into any more of the heavy rain or not. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the town we're in right now because I would butcher it. We hit a tree. I didn't get it on camera, of course, but the road we're traveling on has a lot of trees that overhang, and one of them couldn't hold up to the weight of the rain, or maybe they got a little bit of wind in there, but we hit a tree. It wasn't a big one, but it was big enough to whack, you know. Front bumper looks good yet. I didn't crawl underneath the truck. I figured I'd wait till we get parked tonight, maybe just do it in the morning when we get to rolling, but I hit a tree. How are you? Huh? You did pretty good there.
And that's because you gave me a nightlight, Dad. That's why I did so good. Yeah.
Pardon me, can I come through here? Excuse me. Is it lightened up yet? I wonder if we're straight, Opie. Do you think we're straight? I tell you what, Ope. You'd think the humidity would go down when it rains. Actually, it goes up when it rains, but you'd think it, it'd cool down to the point to where you're like, it's nice. You got nothing.
Dad, I want to go outside, but I can't go out there because it's raining, and I don't like rain.
I hear you. There was a lot of times on this road, I was sitting here thinking, what am I going to tell my subscribers when we get parked? I got to have something to talk about it. And at first I was going to be like, man, this is awesome. This is flat out awesome. Did you guys see those views? We've been on this road a lot during the daytime, and we've never experienced it with it raining this hard, the lightning rolling in, the trees hanging over the road. And I was just thinking, that is awesome. That is just beautiful. Well, then as I kept driving and I kept driving, it got to the point to where I really think this is the heaviest rain I've driven in. I know that sounds silly, but that was heavy. That was extremely heavy. I mean, we went through, I can't think of that name of that town. I'll see if I can look it up later when I'm editing this, but we went through that one town, and when the fan kicked on, they were squealing because we drove through some deep water that was running across the road by the railroad tracks. And then as we proceeded on to Huntingburg here, where we're located, it just kept getting harder and harder and harder, and it's raining that hard right now, and it's letting up us. No, it's not really letting up. It's coming down hard. Usually we would bring in a back way to come into this place. I remember in the past taking that and seeing a sign that said high water, so I figured today was not a good time to take it, so we went most of the way through Huntingburg and then angled our way into our location here. I'm spun up pretty good though. I am. That was 53 miles of just downpour. Just a flat out downpour for 53 miles of 2-lane. Kind of cool. But I got the fan kicked on. Hopefully it's drying everything up underneath the hood and getting everything nice and kosher. And I'm betting by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, the rain will be gone. Maybe. I don't know. And hopefully everything won't be flooded out, and that's what I'm big concerned. I'm worried about the locals here. This is a lot of water. This is that kind of scary water that comes in really, really, really fast, and I hope no one's getting some flash flooding right now. And I am rambling and rambling. I do apologize. Hope you guys enjoyed today's journey. As always, you stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I know I'm gonna forget, so tomorrow morning, can you remind me to see what kind of condition the stacks are in and the bumper and everything? We took a lot of hits from trees, man. Hey, Dad, you worry too much. I'm just asking you, can you remind me? No? Okay, I put a post-it note. Of course, if it's bad enough, then, well, we'll just see it, right? Go to bed, Dad. Okay, I will.